welcome back. Namaskar. Part 2 of the solution of a case on time cost trade-off for crashing. Yes. In the last lecture, we tried to understand first 3 crashing, and in which we tried to crash only one path because that was the critical path, and there was a difference of 3 days between the critical path and the second and third paths available with 17 days. Now we have 3 critical paths with the length of 17 days. So we should try to crash one day from all the 3 critical paths simultaneously. Yes, mind well, there was only one critical path, so we tried to crash an activity on one path only. But now simultaneously it should be possible, and we should try to crash an activity from all the 3 critical paths. Yes, remember this. Okay. Now from 17 we are going to try for 16 days. This will be 4th crashing. First of all, how many choices are there with us? First we have choice of, say, 1-3 from first. Yes, 1-3 from first. Eight, 7, 6 and 5 days. Okay. 1-3 from first and 1-2 from second and third. 1-3 from first and 1-2. So 1-3 and 1-2. Okay. What other choices are with us? Other choices are with us. 3-6 from the first. Yes. Or rather 1-3 from the first, 2-5 from the second and 4-6 from the third. Now mind well, from the second 5-6 cannot be crashed, and from the third 2-4 cannot be crashed. So 1-3, 2-5 and 4-6. That is another choice with us. 1-3, 2-5 and 4-6. Okay. Another is 3-6 from first and 1-2 from second and third. 1-2 is common activity of second and third available critical path. So 3-6 and 1-2. And similarly 3-6 from first, 2-5 from second and 4-6 from third. 3-6, 2-5 and 4-6. Yes. These 4 choices are available. And cost or crash cost, because ultimately selection will be based on crash cost. 1-3, 90 plus 1-2, 80. So total cost comes to 170. 1-3, 90 plus 2-5, 40 plus 4-6, 50. So it comes to 180. 3-6 is 200. 1-2 is 80. So it comes to 280. In case of 3-6, 200 plus 2-5, 40 plus 4-6, 50. So it comes to 290. 170, 180, 280 and 290. Yes, so the lowest is 170. That means we prefer to crash activity 1-3 by 1 day and activity 1-2 by 1 day. So all the 3 critical paths, rather duration of all the 3 critical paths can be reduced by 1 day, and that means after 4th crashing These three will have now duration of 16 days. Yes, again we have three critical paths with duration of 16 days, and as a result of this crashing, activity 1-3 will be reduced, rather duration of activity 1-3 will be reduced by 1 day, and duration of activity 1-2 will be reduced by 1 day. Yes, 1-2 is common activity on two critical paths. So ultimately the duration of all the three critical paths has reduced by 1 day after the fourth crashing. And after the fourth crashing, now there are two remarkable situations. First, in case of activity 1-3, now further crashing is not possible because it can be crashed up to 4 days, and we have reached the duration of 4 days. So now onwards 1-3 will not be the available choice. But let's first of all go for cost analysis. 17 minus 1, 16 days, 6,500 unchanged direct normal cost. Crash cost will be now 270 plus 170, so it will be 440. Yes, and total will be 6,940. In case of overheads, further reduction of 160, so now there will be 2,560. No penalty, so total indirect cost 2,560. Summation of both the cost will be now 9,500. Yes, see, the cost has started to increase. Yes, the cost has started to increase. Let's check whether it increases or again decreases. So let's go for fifth crashing. Now in case of fifth crashing, we cannot consider activity 1-3. Okay, no problem. So first of all, let's see which options are available with us. From this, we have to consider 3-6. From these two, we can consider 1-2, the common activity in both. Okay, another choice with us is 3-6 compulsorily from this, 2-5 from this, and 4-6 from this. 3-6, 2-5, and 4-6. Now let's calculate the cost. Cost of 3-6 is 200. Plus cost of 1-2 is 80. So total crash cost will be 280 for this choice. Sorry, I should not go for circle without selection. Now in case of this choice, cost of 3-6 is 200 plus cost of crashing 2-5 is 40 plus cost of crashing 4-6 is 50. So it is 290, and we should select the lowest possible cost of crashing. So we can say that we are going to reduce or rather crash activity 3-6 from this path and 1-2 from these two paths. Yes, 3-6 and 1-2. So as a result, the duration of 3-6 will be now 11. And the duration of 2-5, yes, I forgot to reduce the duration of 2-5 in the last trial. It was to be, no, in case of last trial, we selected 1-2 and duration of 1-2. Yes, it was reduced by 1, so it should be again reduced by 1 day. So there will be now the situation something like this. This will be further reduced by 1 day. It will be 15. Let's check. 4 plus 11, 15. This will also be further reduced by 1 day, 15. Let's check. 4 plus 9 plus 6, 15. Okay. And this will also be reduced by 1 day again. Let's check. 1, 2, 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 8, 15. Okay. And this remains unchanged 13 days. So now it is done. This was actually 5th crashing, not 4th. I forgot to change the title of this iteration. It was 5th crashing. After 5th crashing, we have 3 critical paths having duration of 15 days. Let's go for one more crashing, 6th crashing, and let's check what happens. In case of 6th crashing, we have choices of again 3, 6 from the first path, 2, 5, or rather 1, 2 is now not available. Yes, I have to highlight this. 1, 2 is now not available. This is the sign that we should not consider this activity. So 1, 2 is not available. 3, 6 from the first. 2, 5 is available from the second. And 4, 6 is available from the third. Okay. 3, 6, 2, 5 and 4, 6. 3, 6, 2, 5 and 4, 6. 200 of 3, 6 plus 40 of 2, 5 plus 50 of 4, 6. So total cost comes to 290, and we can see that we have only one choice and we are going to select, and as a result now the duration of activity 3, 6 will be 10 days. Duration of activity 2, 5 will be 4 days, and duration of activity 4, 6 will be 7 days. As a result of this crashing, this has now 4 plus 10, 14 days after 6th crashing. This has now 4 plus 6, 14 days, and this has also 4 plus 3, 7 plus 7, 14 days, and this remains unchanged. Okay, let's check the effect of these two crashings on this and what is going to happen. Yeah, 15 days, 6,500 normal direct cost plus crash cost 240 plus 440 plus 280, 720. So it will be now 7,220. This will be reduced by 160, so 2,400. No penalty, total indirect cost 2,400, and this will be now 9,620. After 6th crashing, we have arrived at duration of 14 days, the critical period, 3 critical paths, 6,500 normal direct cost plus 720 plus 290. So now 1,010 will be the total crash cost. 7,510 will be the total direct cost. Reduction in overheads for 1 day, now there will be 2,240. Indirect cost will be 2,240 because there is no penalty, and summation of direct and indirect cost comes to 9,750. See, this is continuously increasing after 17 days. And we have the last alternative available. And see, in the 7th crashing, what happens? In the 7th crashing, again, we have only one kind of combination available. 3, 6 from the first, 2, 5 can be reduced to 3 days. So 2, 5 is available, and for 6 from the third critical path. 4, 6 can be reduced. So these three are again available as our choices for crashing, and cost of crashing all these three activities by 1 day each comes to 290 again. So after 7th crashing there will be now duration of 13 days on all. Yes? Yeah, on all the 4 paths. This will be now 9, 4 plus 9, 13. This will be now 3, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 6, 13. This will be now 6. So it will be now 4 plus 3, 7 plus 6, 13. And this path remains as it is. This will be now 11 days, and in case of previous that was 12 days, it was my mistake on writing. In a hurry I wrote the wrong number, okay, because 4, 6 is also the part of 4th possible path. I'm very sorry, in a hurry I made that mistake. Now 13. Yeah, 13. 6,500 unchanged normal direct cost. Crash cost will be now plus 290, so it will be 1,300. So total direct cost 7,800. Yes, overhead will further be decreased by 160, so there will be now 2,080. And total direct plus indirect cost 9,880. It has further increased. So after 17 days, each and every reduction of 1 day in the duration increases the cost, because the crash cost of 1 more day after 17 days is greater than the amount of overheads per day. You can see that thing from the 4th crashing. From the 4th crashing, the total cost of crashing is greater than the amount of selling in the overheads, as well as the penalty, because penalty has become 0 from 17 days. So the concept, incremental concept is there. We can easily understand this thing remembering the incremental cost concept of the managerial economics. We have increase in cost on one hand and decrease in cost on other hand, but the increase in cost is greater than the decrease in cost. As a result, the total cost increases. We can see this thing after 17, and we can conclude that the duration of 17 days has the lowest possible cost. Yes. So again we can conclude that it is advisable for the management to crash this project by 3 days from the critical path of 20 days to 17 days, and as a result the total cost will be from 10,000 to 9,490. That is lowest possible total cost in the whole analysis. Now we want to analyze the relationship between the cost as well as duration with the help of a graph. But I think it is advisable to learn and understand that thing in the next lecture. That will be the 3rd lecture in the series of solving this particular case. But only 3 lectures is, I think, very good for understanding this kind of complicated concept of crashing as well as relationship between the time cost relationship, including the graphical presentation. That's it. We are meeting in the third lecture.